2007, right?
Yes, 10 years
now,
ago.
How many people go out and compete for, and like the American Idol you were on, how many people were in the competition?
My season, 106,000 people auditioned.
Wow.
Yeah.
So to make it to the final, it starts with, was it 24 it starts with? 24 people?
Yeah, you go through a whole bunch of different judging rounds, and then the live show started at top 24 and then narrowed it down week by week.
So to even make it to 24 is amazing.
Yes.
But to make it to the top 2 is incredible. But to win American Idol like you did in 2007, that's awesome. And that's what happened for Jordan Sparks.
Thank you to anybody who voted. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Well, you deserved it. And then you went on and you had a #1 record that was certified platinum. I think that was your first album out. You've done a lot of recording. You've been an actress. You were in a film called Sparkle with Whitney Houston, a lot of other things. I just saw you not long ago. It was one of those morning talk shows.
The Talk.
Yeah.
The Talk,
Yeah,
yes.
you've been on everything. You pop up everywhere. But what I love about you, Jordan, is you have this great talent, but you are not ashamed of your faith in Jesus Christ.
No, not at all.
I love that about you. You know, Jordan, there's a lot of people that follow her on social media, and all the time she's posting things about her faith. And so, Jordan, you know, you were raised in a Christian home in Arizona, and went to a great church pastored by our mutual friend Martin. And then you won American Idol, and you were a Christian when you won that.
Yes. Yeah.
But then, you know, kind of all these opportunities opened up, and so how would you describe your time after that? How were you doing spiritually? And maybe tell us what happened to you a little more than a year ago now.
I've had time to think about it since we spoke last, and I guess the best thing to describe it would be it was kind of surface. You know, people would ask me if I believed in Christ, and I was never ashamed to say that I was, but that was as far as it went. It never went deeper than that. And with everything that happened, you know, I went from being a high school kid to then all of a sudden being on the road and doing shows and being away from my family and being away from my church. And it was really hard to go to church, and sometimes I'd be scared to go outside. And it was just a lot of things combined into one. So it was kind of stagnant, I guess. Never did anything crazy. I just never was diving deeper. And last year at Easter, he completely rocked my world. God completely rocked my world, and I was going through a hard time, and I went to church, and I was just completely overcome, and I was just like, what have I been doing? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And that day, I can honestly say that I truly surrendered. Like, I really, honestly, wholly, and completely surrendered. It was just like, send me where you want me. Just use me wherever you want me to go. And it's interesting how much easier life is when you actually do that. Like, it's so much better when you just let him work in you. Just let him do the work, and you know, you just are willing, and he takes care of the rest. So that's what happened. And then this year, you called me to sing at Easter, and now we're here.
Amen. It's great to have you. Jordan, say something to, maybe it's a young girl like yourself or a boy who've been raised in the church like you know, other things have caught their attention. They've kind of walked a bit away from their faith, and they're thinking, well, God would never welcome me back. You know, what would you say to someone like that? Or maybe someone who's never yet put their faith in Jesus?
I would say, because I've been there, I've absolutely been there. The amazing thing about God's love is he loves you so much that he's just waiting for you to come back. He just wants to give you a hug, and he just wants to love on you and take all that pain, that guilt, that shame, that anxiety, that hurt, all of those things that you're feeling, he can ease, and he can take away and fill those things with love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, and self-control. And it's the most amazing feeling. And my thing is, it's never too late. It is never, ever, ever too late to come back home. It doesn't matter if you went this far. It doesn't matter if you're out there, if you're all the way up at the top and you just feel like you don't know how to come back in. He's just waiting there. All you need to do is just say, hey, I'm sorry. It doesn't matter if you're weeping, if you're screaming, if you're yelling, if you're laughing. As long as you come to him with a repentant heart, he will take you home. You are always home. He's just waiting to bring you there.
Thank you, Jordan. Okay, everybody, so now she's going to sing for us. Here's picture of one of her albums, and I know she's working on a new project now, so let's give a